Okay guys, we're going to do a real quick video here, nothing special. I'm going to cover a pretty old game from, I'd say about 1992, 93. Instead of installing it and going through all that shit, I decided to already put it on and it's already running. I just need to click it. So, I'm not going to say, will it run? I already know it runs. But, can you play it on this modern operating system? Now, the game we're going to cover today came out in 1993. It's about around the same, I would like to say the same time as Tetris came out. This game came out for the PC a couple of months after Tetris came out on the Game Boy. It's pretty much the same thing. The only difference is it's Egyptian themed. So, because the game is a little old, it's having display issues that I can't solve. So, unfortunately, I can't solve the display problems because the game is so old that I couldn't make a video on will it run because I had to actually work on it first. The game didn't run. I had to make it run. So, we're going to go over, I do a video game review from a long time ago that you probably can't find anymore. But if you want to give it a shot, this game is a lot of fun. It's pretty cool. So if you want to give it a shot and look for it, go for it. The screen sometimes can get a little wonky. The game came out 92, 93. It's late here. My brain doesn't work that well. You'll have to excuse me. Let me see. The game came out roughly about a couple of months after Tetris came out. Now, obviously, we all know Tetris was absolutely out of control. Tetris was first released on the Game Boy, and ever since then, puzzle games like that have flooded the market. Candy Crush Saga, that's one of them. That went totally out of control. Anything that involves puzzles with blocks. Tetris started it all. But Microsoft wanted a piece of the pie. And they knew Nintendo was not going to give up the license for Tetris for all the rest of the platforms because the Soviets had the licensing for Tetris. Now, this is a story that in its own. So let's go over that first. Now, the story of Tetris, pretty simple actually. Tetris came out, it was invented by a Russian man in Russia, back in the, actually not Russia, the Soviet Union. A man who lives in the Soviet Union, suddenly out of the clear blue sky, decided to sort of invent a game to play. Out of the clear blue sky, decided to invent a game he was going to play. Sounds simple enough. Okay. Well, he invented this game and he made it and he had fun with it. He decided he wanted the people in his country to enjoy this game as well as he did. So he contacted a software developer in the Soviet Union named Elorg. Now, this is the only software developer in the Soviet Union at the time. The only one. So, Elorg had a lot more in mind than just giving it to the Russian people. No, they wanted money. He didn't want it. They wanted money. So they had to sign and make a deal with them. And of course, he wasn't going to get hoodwinked. If they want to make money on this, he wants a piece too. Which he should. He invented it. It makes sense. He neglected to read the fine print in the contract, and therefore Elorg had exclusive rights over the game, but he still got a piece of any profits from that game. So, sucks, but still not bad. So the original person still made money off that game. Every game you bought that had Tetris' name on it, he actually made a very small portion of it. Extremely small. Just like anything in Russia, he got hosed. But what else are you going to do? When you live in the Soviet Union, you have to expect something like this to happen. Soviet Union is not the easiest place to live in, without a doubt. Now, Tetris came out. Elorg started thinking much bigger. And Nintendo in Japan started hinting around to other game companies for small games they could put on the new portable system called the Game Boy. Well, they got a hold of Elorg, the small company in Russia. Do you have anything for me? They said, sure, we got something for you. But there's a catch. Okay. The catch was you could only release it on that one system. That's it. Only that one system, and it has to resemble the Soviet Union. The Soviets has to get credit for it. Not the original creator, the Soviets in general. Which is mighty shady if you ask me. But do you expect anything different from the Soviet Union? I didn't think so. So, naturally, Nintendo created the Tetris for the Game Boy originally, and that's what happened. And those of you that had a Game Boy and played Tetris knew that game came with the Game Boy system. Well, what that means is that if you look at this now, they got a portion of the video game sales. The video game was not sold. The video game was given away for free with the system. Get me? Starting to understand what we're getting at? Now, Elorg approached Nintendo and asked them, "Where's our cut? How many games you sold?" And Nintendo said, "We sold none. But systems, consoles, we sold a couple of million." They said, "We didn't create the console, we created the game." Well, we included the game in the console. Well, the Soviets blew a shit. They attempted to go after Nintendo, and after that, they took away the exclusive rights for Tetris. Tetris's exclusive rights was taken away after that. After that, you saw explosions all over the place. I think they made one for the Commodore 64, I think they made Tetris for the Commodore 64 after that. I think they made another one for Commodore 64. They made another one for Windows 95, I'd like to say. They made a PC version for Windows 95. They also made another version for another company. After that, the license, after the Soviet Union went defunct, it became Russia as we know it right now, right? Well, Elorg also went belly up, which means all the exclusive rights went down the shithole. Which means any game that involves blocks and puzzles, free reign. Which means the following game I'm about to show you was the first game that came out after Tetris was discontinued. This game came out during... Oh, god damn it. Oh my god, for real? Hold on, let me adjust the webcam. Christ in heaven. This setup sucks. This really does. This setup really, really sucks. Okay, let's try this again. Come on, there you go. This game came out about for the PC about around Windows 95. So this is older than Windows XP. This is Windows 95. Yes, it still works. And of course, my game has been saved because I played this before already, just so I knew what the hell I was doing because this game is kind of old. So obviously it's supposed to resemble ancient Egypt. I have no... Now you have to understand, where'd they get Russia from Egypt? Well, you'll see. You'll see. This game actually pretty cool. It has a tutorial, which is really cool. Now, what does this game look like to you? Game mechanics are awful familiar. What does it look like? It's not Tetris. It's based off of Tetris. But what does this look like to you? Uh-huh. They ripped it off. Candy Crush. Will go familiar to you? It should. This is the very first puzzle game that came out other than Tetris. This and Tetris were the first two. Tetris had blocks that were coming down from the ceiling that rotated. This one you have to push light colors. And to be honest with you, I have a funny feeling that Candy Crush was ripped off. Candy Crush Saga ripped off the company that made this. Because this game came out back in Windows 95, and all those games like Candy Crush and all of them, they recently came out. Do they have the rights to make a game like that? Like they thought? Do they have the rights to make their game when this game came out decades before? This is the same damn thing as Candy Crush. It's the same thing. It's telling you how to play right now. It basically is the same exact thing. Got it? Okay, let me show you guys an example. Here we go. The object of the game is to clear these pieces in the middle. Okay? These pieces in the middle have to go bye-bye. As soon as we make them go away, we'll win. 3 allows them to go away. If you don't like the move you just made, push undo. You can redo it. Even shows you where it's going to go, too. See? That's it. That's all the game is. Look all through for you guys. Does it resemble anything you've seen recently? It should. And do they have rights to make their games? Did they ask these guys? No, they did not. All the games you know and love and you play all the time, they do not have the rights to make that game because they ripped this game off. You understand? You're starting to understand. When a game is made like this, they do what's called the copyright. They copyright the play style and force them to pay money for them to use that copyright style of gameplay. Naturally, these guys did not pay to do anything, so they got away with whatever they wanted to. Honestly, it sucks. Well, you have to admit, it does suck. You see that? a block I put out, when the block that was already there went away, the block went away, it didn't stay there. That's to make this game different. This game is a lot different. See? 2 yellows. Now we can do this. There you go. Now this is here. You guys starting to get this game now? Starting to understand a little bit? Good. Now, this and this have to go away. We need 2 yellows. This is the only way to do it. So, make the blue go away. Game over. That's how to play this game. It's easy now. It's going to get a lot harder. It's going to get a hell of a lot harder. This game is actually a lot of fun. If you want a challenge, something to make your brain go, oh, take shit in the hat, this will do it. This is a lot of fun. Good luck finding this game. This game has been long since disappeared for a long time. Which is a shame, but it does happen. Red. Nope. This is where it starts to get a little tricky. All this has to go away. Now, I can do this. Now we need yellow. Yellow. Tell me we don't have a yellow. No, we don't have a yellow. Shoot. Maybe we can do red. Undo. Maybe we can do blue. Blue. And this will be, once I drop this, this will unlock. No good. No good. How about yep, we're good. Watch. See, watch. Ready? Watch. Game over. That's how to play this game. This game is very hard. You think Candy Crush is hard? That's nothing. This game has over 800 levels. 800. 800. I'm dead serious. This is only one area of Egypt. It's insane. This game is very hard. Oh boy, here we go. Now, this is where I start getting really hosed. Come on. Go. That's it. So this is how to play the game. Not hard. Basically, you gotta keep going. And of course, it gets harder and harder and harder. And more blocks show up in the middle. It makes it even harder. Let's see how this goes here. Nope, and this goes here. That will set that one off. There we go. go. So this is how you play the game. Gotta find a way of getting all these pieces in their place. Kind of tricky. If you ask me, it's really tricky. Let me see. I need a blue. There's another one. Oh my god, there's no blues! Dean, Nabla, go, where'd the blues go? Come on, give me one more. Bitch, give me one fucking more. Come on, you. Bitch, give me one. God, oh, come on, give me one more. Oh, come on, give me one more. One more piece. Nope, not quite there. Give me one more. One more piece, please. One down. Didn't think I was gonna make that one. Holy moly. So that's how to play this game. This game came out in 1995. So this, the fact that this works is a bloody miracle. I mean, think of it this way. Windows XP had half DOS, half Windows NT. It was melded together into one experimental operating system to see if Windows NT can handle the Windows environment. If it could, then the next one came out, which is Windows 95, which was the first one with only NT in it. Actually, no, that was XP was the first one that was comboed. The first one, 95, when this came out, was the first had just DOS. 98 was just DOS. XP was the first one that had NT in it. So it was DOS and NT both. And then Vista came after that. Vista was only NT. That's it. That's what everyone hated Vista. This was the worst operating system ever recorded. I'm gonna get out of this. And that is Brick Shooter Egypt. It's kind of like Tetris, and it's a little bit like Candy Crush and all the rest of those brick games. But these guys were the first ones to ever make it, to make a game like this on a PC. Granted, there's a game for the Sega Master System called Columns. You might remember that. Columns is similar to, I don't know, Columns was like, it was a row of 4 blocks, four different colored jewels, right? It was kind of like, Columns was a little bit like, well, anyway, this game was a little bit like it, and unfortunately, there really wasn't much left of it. It didn't last that long, so really nothing much you can do. So that was Brick Shooter Egypt. Okay, guys, I'm going to cut it right there. That was a very small one. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one. See you later.